Hi there, I'm Kalita. I'm the creator of Showgirl Awakening. And boy, this topic, which is performing or performance, this word, this verb or noun, um, boy, I've given it so much thought over so many years, so much. And I really excited to be coming here to share with you some of my thoughts about what does it mean to perform and why I am a veteran performing artist, and I teach and guide women, especially highly sensitive women, to create performances. So I mentor people in performance, um, and I don't enjoy the word. So why is that, and how do I talk about what do I think about performing? So, this word to perform, it has the connotation of, I don't even want to tell the connotation first. I looked up online a couple of definitions. The first, to perform, to carry out, accomplish, or fulfill an action, task, or function. The second one, to present a form of entertainment to an audience, using my fancy little post it notes. So, this, first of all, just accomplish or fulfill an action. First of all, that language, and I think that is how performing, when I hear the word perform, um, it takes me to a very left hemisphere, get it done right, do it the right way. Um, it's either very, very polar. Right or wrong, good or bad, it's acceptable or it's not acceptable. Just even accomplish and achieve are very functional terms. And I think this word perform has been used so much in um, a highly functional, instrumental sense of kind of just get the job done, get it done well, get it done right. And then even on the when it's used in the sense of perform for an audience, there is a sense of just saying that phrase, perform for an audience, which I actually looked up audience too. Dun, dun, dun. It's over here, audience, and found the assembled spectators or listeners at a public event, such as a play, movie, concert, or meeting. So it's not very audience in that sense is very passive. I also have an issue with the term audience. At least at the way those terms, performance or performer, audience, this is not what I'm going for at all when I am performing or when I'm guiding someone to perform. It's not, the connotations are not at all what I'm going for. I like to use the term witness instead of audience. The one being witnessed is otherwise known as the performer, and the one witnessing, who is the one who would otherwise be known as the audience. But then I actually looked up witness also. Witness. And there were a number. What I realized, I didn't realize that I'm also using a, when I say witness, it's not the primary meaning that I'm even meaning about witness. So I should tell you what I mean. I did find a close one, but it was buried down. It wasn't the first one. And this was on dictionary.com. Um, this is the closest one to what I'm meaning by witness: to see, hear, or know by personal presence and perception, to testify. I'll say it again. This is getting closer to what I mean, what I'm wanting to mean. To see, hear, or know by personal presence and perception, to testify. The other definitions for witness were more like someone who saw a crime. There was a lot of that. So this by personal, and I should say, if we have never met, that I primarily, and not exclusively, but I primarily work in the field of conscious burlesque. So the performances that I'm mostly referring to are burlesque performances. Although this applies to all forms of performance, frankly, it applies to all form of all forms of living and interacting with other humans. But we're focusing on performance now, and my primary expertise is in conscious burlesque. So this brings us to, well, I haven't said the most obvious thing, so I want to say it now. Um, Performing, that verb, says to me, and I think many folks mean this when they say it, is I'm going to do a thing to satisfy you, whoever is the other. I'm going to perform for you. I'm going to entertain you. And in that picture, here's me, the performer. Here's the audience. In that construct, I'm doing something with the hopes of pleasing you. So I'm checking you for the criteria of either what you tell me or what I imagine you're looking for, what you want. This is where it all goes awry, but I'll follow this train a little more. So I'm maybe imagining that you want to see something that will make you laugh, or something that will titillate you, or something that will get you to react in a certain way, or to have an experience that I think you want, so that I can know that I did my job. I could know that I succeeded. I could know that I accomplished the goal. All of this is the opposite, the big O opposite of what I'm going for and what I have been going for in my decades as a professional performing artist and a mentor of other artists. Um, Take a deep breath, Cal. So, my interest is in, I actually have a three prong um, vision. It's not just a vision, it's, you could call it steps. I like to call them keys. And they describe what is meaningful to me and what I'm going for when I'll just use the word, when I'm creating my own performance or guiding others to do so, so that they are truly satisfying for the person. And when they're satisfying for the person creating it, truly satisfying and aligning and bringing them into the center of themselves, it works for everyone. It works for everyone. Um, yeah, I was going to tell you the three keys. One is reveling in the body, reveling in the body, having all of my own sensations, being aware of them, consenting to all of my feelings and body sensations, rather than what happens often. If I'm paying attention to what I think you want, I may have to cut out, numb out a lot of what my own experience is. Um, if I'm trying to perform for you, my reveling in myself will almost without a doubt be constricted and small and shrunk down. And the second is revealing your radiant essence. The only way to do this in performance or any other way is to have access to my own sensations and emotions. I cannot reveal my radiant unique essence through the temple of my body if I do not have my own information, if I do not know what is the state of my body in that moment. Am I feeling joy? Do I have a big tightness in my stomach? Am I feeling tickles all over? Do I feel dread? What is going on in my body? Do I feel elation? Do I have a twinge in my back? This level, this basic level, raw data level, we need it in order to be home and to reveal ourselves. And for me, this is what I'm using performance for, so that I can do these 3 R's. It's like a gym for the 3 R's. The third place is the receiving what I actually desire. I can only do that when I'm reveling in my body. I'm revealing my radiant essence to myself and to you. And then I stand a chance at actually receiving, having the state that I would like to have. Um, Pause there on that. Oh my gosh, there's nothing more exciting to me than talking about and practicing this stuff. Um, I have more little post-its to help me, the little post-it pathways. So when creating performance in this way of where it's really I am being witnessed by an audience member, or I'm being witnessed by a witness, what's happening there is a kind of mirroring going on. I don't mean that exact, like, oh, I move my hand, you move your hand, but I will tell you that on some level that actually is happening when a performer is on stage. And or even if this is just happening in a living room, or if this is happening in a Zoom room, when the attention is on one person, whatever that person who has the attention of the other person or the group, whatever the emotional state, the physical state, the movements, whatever they are, our they are being, if the person in the audience, if the witness there is actually paying attention to them, not with the intent of just evaluating, do I like this or do I not? That state of, like, give me a show. What do you got? Uh, that place, if they're in that place, they're not really open to being moved. Still, a kind of mirroring is happening, but when someone has actually decided, I want to see you, mirroring happens. If I'm the one being witnessed and the person here is sitting in their chair, not moving at all, but giving me their sweet and pure and full attention, they are having they're having on their map, in their own body, in their own consciousness, they're having a version of the experience I'm having as it's interpreted through their own body and system. So there is a kind of mirroring. And this is key. And this is where so much of the magic happens. Um, this gets very meta and very fractal. This same relationship between two actual humans is happening with this kind of performance within the person who you would call the performer, the person doing the act, or doing the dance, or giving the talk, whatever it is they're doing. In this case, it's doing the burlesque solo. Within that very person, they are getting to witness their own self have an experience. Do I want to go down that road? No, I'm gonna cap that road just to keep us a little more streamlined. That's the intrapersonal experience, which is very important. But let's just keep focusing on the interpersonal experience, which is the mirroring between the audience member and the performer. Massive, massive key. This is where this relationship here is a key one that determines um, if this performance experience gets to be digested as a coming home to self. Yeah. As an increasing of the capacity of the performer to have more of their own natural range, to allow the energetic imprint, their unique signature imprint of who they are as a spirit, even like what I would say remains even when the meat suit is gone and when we're dead, when we're no longer human, that signature essence that continues. The more we are allow ourselves to be seen, and we as the performer continue to say yes to all of our experience, meaning it might be as simple to keep it more concrete. I realize I'm getting a little treetoppy. Um, the more, if I just raise my two arms, yeah, here, even though this is a recorded video, okay, you could call what I did just now a little performance. But I'm not sure if you noticed, but I certainly felt it was for me. But that didn't mean it wasn't also for you. In fact, I propose that this question I find really, really interesting. Can it be for you if it's not for me? Can it, and I realize it is wide open in this case, can the conscious burlesque solo or can the burlesque solo, can it be for you if it's not for me? My answer is no. If I am delivering a performance or if I am acting in front of you as I think you wish me to act for you, it's not for you. It can only genuinely be for another human if it is for the self first. And you might be saying, wait a minute, that sounds very selfish and that sounds like not very giving or how can that be? And maybe, I'm speaking from my experience, which is the experience of a genetically highly sensitive person. So I can say pretty safely that I'm speaking on behalf of the 20% of the population that is genetically highly sensitive. I think it's true for even more of the population, probably, but at least the 1 in 5 who are highly sensitive. No, it's for all. I think it's more apparent and acutely clear that for highly sensitive folks, but honestly, it's for all folks. If it's not for me, it cannot be for you. I can't really gift you anything unless I'm coming from the center of myself. I can't actually edify you as another human unless I'm also edifying me. I guess another way to say that is there is no win lose. Wow. There's only win win or lose lose. Oh, I've never thought about that. We're not going to go too far down that road, but I'm pretty sure that's true. It's either win win. We both get edified, or neither of us get edified. Wow. That's lovely. Let me just make sure that I have been true to my post-its and spoken enough. Well, yeah, I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna save this next thing. I hope there'll be another part to this. And it's going, one of the topics for one of the future editions of these vlog. I don't know if it's a series because this is the first one. Maybe it is. Will be naked versus nude. I hope you'll tune in again for it. Thank you for being here with me. And yeah, hit subscribe. Find me at showgirlawakening.com or on Instagram at Kelita the Showgirl Shaman. So glad you're here. Thanks for listening.